Right, top of the hour on this Tuesday morning. I'm Marni Hughes in Chicago. You're watching NewsNation Live. We've got some breaking news to start with. Israel says it has targeted Hamas's leadership in a strike in Qatar's capital city of Doha. Hamas's exiled leadership has long been hiding in Qatar. This country has served as a mediator in talks between Hamas and Israel for years, and this strike could potentially further complicate the efforts to reach a ceasefire. Robert Sherman is joining us now. He spent a lot of time in this region in Israel and also is now in Ukraine. Robert, the U.S. Embassy in Qatar has also just put out a statement saying that they have seen reports of a missile strike occurring in Doha. The embassy has initiated a shelter-in-place order for their facilities, and U.S. citizens are advised to shelter in place and monitor the embassy updates throughout the hour. What more are you hearing at this point about this strike specifically and the targets?
Yeah, at this point, what we've heard from Doha itself is the Qatari leadership has made no bones about it, pointing the finger directly at the Israeli forces and condemning this attack here, because as you pointed out, Hamas has long used Doha as a base of operations for their political bureau. Hamas has long been divided into two different categories: the operations that are on the ground inside of Gaza, and then the political bureau has been run from outside of Gaza, inside of Doha, which is where it is viewed as almost all of the coordination of Hamas's operations are stemming from, Qatar specifically itself. There's a lot of timing to all of this here, Marni. On the one hand, you just had a terrorist attack in Jerusalem, which Hamas has not outright taken responsibility for here this week, but they have praised that attack there and saying it was a natural response to the operations that have been ongoing in Gaza. You also had the Israelis instituting evacuation orders in Gaza City, as they have been threatening for weeks on end and are now giving the indications they're prepared to make good on their threats in order to carry out a full-scale operation inside of Gaza City and continue pressing forward inside of the enclave itself. There's a lot of colliding pressure that is ongoing here right now. And at this juncture, it's impossible to overstate the significance of this, Marni, because this is another sovereign state which this airstrike has been conducted on. And it is a country which does not have formal diplomatic ties with Israel, but has been serving as this mediating force between the United States and Israel and Hamas itself. So in terms of where the negotiations go from here, that is about as up in the air as it could be right now. We have heard from some former IDF leadership members already who are expressing some concerns about what this would mean for the hostages that are on the ground inside of Gaza, and if there would be any retaliation. That's purely speculation, but that is where the thoughts are with many amongst the Israeli public as all of this unfolds moment by moment here. Marni?
Robert, since the brutal attacks on October 7th, for many who have followed this, the leadership of Hamas have remained faceless and nameless. And as you said, many hiding in Qatar, sort of the political headquarters of the terror organization. How much of this group has been dismantled within Gaza as they prepare now for another attack within Gaza City?
Well, that's the thing, Marni, is that inside of the Gaza Strip itself, just about the entirety of the Hamas leadership has been eliminated already, whether that's Yahya Sinwar, whether that's those people who are close to him systematically being eliminated by the Israeli forces. So mainly speaking, this was the top brass of Hamas. And we don't know the outcome of this strike here, but they were conducting their operations. They were quarterbacking all operations, especially at the political level, coming from Doha, Qatar itself. You see this coming from the U.S. Embassy in Qatar, the statement they just put out. We've seen the reports of missile strikes occurring in Doha. The U.S. Embassy has instituted a shelter-in-place order for their facilities. U.S. citizens are advised to shelter in place and monitor the U.S. Embassy social media for updates. Keep in mind all of this as well is that when we were looking at the initial onset of the 12 days war and after the United States carried out that strike on Iran in order to go after their nuclear facilities, you saw strikes that were carried out in Doha. Why is that? Well, that's because of the large U.S. military presence that is in Doha, that is still there to this day.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.